Your game is great. I really enjoy watching you. I would like to see you finish more points at the net.
Yeah.
I think that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, I'm not your coach. You have a great team behind you, and I'm sure that you should listen to everything that they say.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you,
Good.
Felix?
Good, good. Should I call you Jenny or Jennifer? No, I'm joking, I'm joking.
Good one, okay. So Felix, I've noticed you've had a new coaching change.
It's never, easy to break up or to separate from a coach that you really appreciate and you really like. But then I felt like it was time for me to move on to something new, maybe something else, and add somebody that had, a lot of experience from the high level and that had won the biggest tournaments in the sport before. So with my current coach, we decided to add Tony Nadal to our team, and it's been going really well. I feel like I'm learning a lot from him, from his experience, but he also gives me live feedback whenever we're together, and it's a good add to the team. And like we talked about before, I feel like I like him a lot as a person too, and I like his values, so it's something really important to me as well. What's interesting in tennis is that pretty much you're your own boss in a way, and you hire a coach, you pay a coach to then tell you what you have to do, kind of, or you kind of direct the practices and all that, where in other jobs it's the opposite, right? So I always thought it was an interesting dynamic in tennis. I don't know how you feel about that or how you deal with it. But I think in the end, for me, you pay a coach, but you want honesty and you want really transparency when you talk to each other.
Yeah, I think someone once told me it's an investment. It's an investment in yourself. So to go out there and pay for somebody to tell you what to do, I think is something that you also have to have that trust in them that they're going to give you the best advice to better yourself. And I think that's also something that you want to look for in a coach. You want to have that respect, that you can trust them, and everything that they're saying to you agree with. But of course there's going to be times where you don't agree, but most of the time I think you want to be on the same wavelength, and that's definitely really important.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. When you get to a level on tour where you can have your own coach that's traveling with you throughout the whole year, and then on my side also get a help from a mentor or a second coach that can kind of help out and do some weeks as well, and also help in the dynamic, and you can learn from and have another set of eyes. It's always good. And I think that's what it is, because of course it's individual sport. We don't have access to a lot of coaching during the match. But it's good to have outside eye that's looking out for mistakes or things you could improve.
Yeah.
So one other thing that we have a difference between the WTA and the ATP is the fact that you're allowed to have on-court coaching. I don't know how you feel about on-court coaching, if it's something you use, something you like, or not that much.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's times where I've called my coach out for no reason, just out of frustration, because I've lost maybe 2-3 games in a row and I'm just freaking out, and it's not really necessary in that point, but sometimes it helps, just for me, just let off some steam, just let out what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, and then also just to get the confirmation, the feedback that, what I'm thinking and what I'm seeing or what I think I should be doing, it's also, what he's thinking from the outside, because it's always, even just watching a match, when you're watching, you can see so much more than from the inside. It's you see both sides of it. So I think, it's great in that perspective. I think maybe it's not mandatory, it's not necessary, because tennis is such an individual sport. I think we all are out there battling on our own for ourselves, and
finding ways.
Finding ways, and I think that's what's so unique about tennis. You're out there alone, and you're the one. It's almost like chess. You're playing and figuring things out yourself.
No, it's great. I mean, it's funny you compare it to chess. I've always kind of compared it to that. I feel like once you get on the court, it's kind of like you've worked before, and now it's about finding ways on your own. And it's really a gratifying thing when you feel like okay, it sucks when you lose, but
Yeah.
when you win and you felt like you found your own ways and you found a way to dig deep and find solutions, it's always really gratifying. So the toughest question now. If you were my coach, what would you recommend I do or improve, or what things am I doing well already?
I mean, I think you're very professional. I think you take it very serious. I see you, outside the court. You're probably one of the most professional guys out there, especially at such a young age. I have huge respect for you in that regard. Your game is great. I really enjoy watching you. I would like to see you finish more points at the net.
Yeah.
I think that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, I'm not your coach. You have a great team behind you, and I'm sure that you should listen to everything that they say.
No, we got to be open to criticism.
Yeah.
We got to open.
Yeah.
It's positive and it's constructive criticism.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's good. And likewise, I really enjoy your game. I remember when you won your first title last year. That's always an important moment in everybody's career. So I think that was great. Great to see. And then of course, we all remember the start of your year. I mean, and you've been playing fantastic ever since. And I like your game because I think you have a lot of possibilities. So you hit every shot that the game has. You come into the net, probably maybe more than me almost, and you do everything. You serve really well, I think. So I wouldn't have much to say outside to just keep going, trying to be more and more consistent and more and more precise. And that's all we're trying to do, as players, is to have great shots that are more and more precise and consistent. So, but you do everything really well so far. So congrats on that.
Thanks, Felix.
Well, Jennifer, I don't know anymore. It was great to talk and to share a little conversation about our two tours and how we see the life on tour and coaching in that sense. So anyway, it was great talking, and I like your ideas.
Yeah, thanks, Felix. I really enjoyed talking with you, and I'll see you around.
Yeah, we'll see you around.
All right.
Thanks.
Mental health is as important as physical health, and just because you cannot see what's going on in your brain or in your head, it doesn't mean that everything is good up there, no?